liked the way this film began. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Scoring that you look for is people who rate the film in the top 2 columns of very good and excellent. If your movie can score in the high 60s, the 70s, or if you're blessed in the 80s, you're golden.
Thank you.
Anywhere between 40 and 60 would be a bad score for this movie.
Okay, so we have the numbers overall. It's questions 1 and 2. We asked them, how would you rate the film overall? They're given 5 choices: excellent, very good, good, fair, and poor. The excellent score was at 22%. That's against the norm of 25%, so just below the norm. Very good, 25%. That's against the norm of 30, below the norm. Gives the top 2 boxes. When you add those together, you have a top 2 of 47. That's against the norm of 55.
Pretty much, they said that the numbers weren't so good.
So again, below the norm.
People thought it stunk, I guess. And, you know, I felt like I was in season 2 of Project Greenlight, you know, when everybody was laughing, ah, ha, ha, in the theater. The numbers come back and everybody's like, oh.
So surprised, didn't it feel like it played better than that?
There's always, don't forget the knee-jerk reaction that you get with humor. Laughter is audible.
So when they get the cards, they don't remember that they were laughing and having a good time?
It doesn't mean that they thought the overall film worked well for them. It just means it's those sequences made them laugh.
All right, 11 o'clock, we'll go to the office, and they'll give us a report. You guys can digest it overnight, and then we'll talk about it.
I know John's going to wake up tonight having this nightmare of seeing his movie on the shelf next to Battle of Shaker Heights. And it's different.
It's bad. They're gonna... It really played, John. I've rarely been in a screening room like that, where they were into it, they loved it. This movie is what it is, and it's really good. So I just hope that we don't start messing with this too much now based on the numbers.
The morning after test screenings, we all sat around in the conference room here and had another brainstorming meeting, and Lori went over the scores in detail.
As we know from last night, the scores are just below the norm.
I was surprised by the numbers, because the movie played better than it's tested.
And this is really where I want to focus the discussion. A very high 58% felt that there were parts unexplained or too unbelievable. And specific areas really seem to center around the monsters. The monsters' background, again, just wanting more information about them overall, where they come from, you know, what is their background, and then their just general appearance.
In the process of developing the script for Feast, we eliminated all origin of the monsters. The other issue with the movie is basically the monsters are wearing the skins of prey they've killed. Well, this is confusing to the audience. They are not sure what our monsters look like.
Confusion, believability, really the major hesitation, what's holding them back overall in rating the film higher.
The people that didn't understand the origin of our beasts, our monsters, did not score the movie very well. The people that didn't care about it really liked the film.
Somebody has to tell me what the answer to the question is, what the they're doing there. Bob's called me twice this morning to pitch the aliens, and now he's talked to Harvey about the aliens, and Harvey likes the aliens. Bob came in with a suggestion to sort of make the monsters aliens. They came, landed, looked for something to eat, found this bar full of people, got filled up and left. In order to fight that idea with Bob, you gotta come up with the other idea of why they're there and what they're doing.
I'm not so hot on the alien thing. You know, I don't know, it just doesn't seem to fit.
You guys have actually, and you did it to yourself. They care enough about the movie, and they like the movie enough, and they want to know what's going on. They want you to answer the question.
The bottom line is we have not lost any confidence in the movie based on last night. We're even more confident than we were going into it. So in that sense, congratulations to you guys. All of you made a film that we all really like and we can get behind. And I think, you know, Bob wants to put up more money to, you know, do more shooting if you want, or better sound design. He also talked about releasing the movie wide, you know, on over 1,000 screens, which is great. And he also talked about a release date. So as far as I'm concerned, job well done.
We've been given an opportunity to put fresh blood into this movie. And in light of that, we're probably not going to release this movie until the fall now.
Now, the second part of that conversation is we have to roll up our sleeves and really rise to the challenge of taking on these notes and make the movie better. once you guys start coming up with ideas that we all agree upon, hopefully we can agree to a shooting date and we can just kind of have a schedule.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. This is the critical juncture. If they can take back what the audience told them and make the movie better.
All right. Well, good to see y'all. Yeah. Go fix the monsters.
Today we went back to the kitchen table and sat down and poured over several ideas about how to improve the film at this point, how to make it a little better. Two biggest things: explain the mythology, abilities, origins of creatures, raise the stakes.
A lot of people were unsure where the monsters came from. They wanted to know a little bit more about their background, and so we're still kind of going over all that.
Since 1988, the United States has shipped over 70 tons of waste into outer space. Last night, something came back.
There's a lot of different speculation as to what these things are, and our job now is to pick one that works, one that's not stupid, and one that's kind of interesting, and lace it into the beginning of this movie.
You know, here comes the coyote doing its normal thing, and it's coming up towards something, and it stops.
Yeah, the dead cow in the middle of the field, and the coyote goes up to it.
Or the other idea is you go with the Native American legend, and there's like these skinwalkers and this tribe that had retreated back into the caves.
You have the shot of the beast family getting ready for battle.
Some sort of freakish fish comes out, fist, boom!
Marcus and Patrick, you know, they have a zillion ideas, and they'll just riff on anything you say.
Whoa! And you hear, Halley's Comet passes Earth. And for some reason, there's a green circle around it, and everything goes to goes back to black.
But I don't think we're given enough as far as what are these things. We still have not addressed where they're coming from, who they are.
Yeah, but these are essentially big mole rats.
You have some kind of image of a buffalo getting killed.
That's a big deal to kill a buffalo.
You know any buffalo wranglers?
It's called Worm Dude.
Gary.
Right now, the writers are out there burning down trees. They're delivering new pages on the hour. You know, not all of it's going to be golden, but I think in the next few days, we'll have some things that we can shoot back to Bob.
We're following a coyote. Gets a little closer, a fist comes out from the center and drags it in.
There's just this natural inclination to always think that there's something else newer and better around the corner. But when it comes to the nature of monsters, it's very hard to come up with something truly new and original.
It's ready. Well, the pages are done. The trick is to get everyone to see them and kind of sign off on them.
We wrote like 6 openings, so yeah, I mean, we've just been giving them a lot of options.
So we're kicking it into high gear, and we're going to go through the bunch of stuff that the writers have written, whittle it down a little bit, and get it out to everybody at Dimension, Live Planet, and the Maloofs. Well, of the openings, what would be your favorite? Alien, Native American, earthquake?
I don't know. I don't like the idea of it's an alien, because that's kind of boring, I suppose. It's been done a million billion times.
Okay.
And that's ready.
Cool. Thanks, guys. I think it's good, though. We sent over all the ideas to Andrew and Bob, and now it's just a waiting game. Hopefully they're going to choose one of these ideas.